because this next guy that we're going to talk about, this guy is. We talk about dreaming on players, and Konnor Griffin is the ultimate dream on candidate. He is a 55 for us, and honestly, we talked about putting a 60 on him. Me and Alex Kempton, who wrote his report. Like I had a long conversation. I was driving home from Arizona, and I had a 30-minute conversation about Konnor Griffin and the tools. We're talking about the highest upside player from this most recent draft in 2024. It's well above average power. It's well above average speed. It's well above average arm. And we're talking about a guy who maybe he doesn't play shortstop, and that Konnor Griffin, there's some that think that he can say at shortstop. We don't think so. We think he moves to third base or center field. And if he does, that's totally fine because, maybe he adds a little bit more power. We're talking about a grown man. Alex was one of the few people who has actually seen him in the writing space because, he was down in Florida. And Konnor Griffin is just a bag of tools. Like there's a chance that he is one of the rare 5-tool prospects that we talk about. We have to see, and we'll see very early on, can this guy hit? Can he make the right swing decisions? Because he didn't play against the highest level of competition as a prepster. But Konnor Griffin has everything that you want if you are going to dream on, a 30-30 sort of guy that we haven't seen a lot of prospects do that, and have that upside, especially now with the minor leagues being down, Ellie De La Cruz and stuff like that. But Konnor Griffin has a chance to be the next power speed dynamo.
I think it's a realistic outcome too. And speaking of outcomes, get this for a range of projections I've heard on Konnor Griffin. He could be anything from Fernando Tatis Jr. to Austin Riley, of all things. Like just a strange gamut of potential outcomes here. But I'll tell you the thing that's held in common for those two is they're both very, very good offensive baseball players. I think as of right now, Konnor Griffin's as safe as anybody to dream on. Like you said, it's a bag of tools, all of them average, if not above average. This is an exciting, exciting player. Very, very hyped to see what happens with Griffin in the future. He's a top 100 prospect in the game right now.
He's probably a top 50 guy, top 25-ish, maybe back end. But he's someone who Alex Kempton and I talked in this conversation. He was like, he's built like he's ready to go play X receiver for an SEC team. He is that sort of build and that sort of strength. And Konnor Griffin, if he can hit the sky is the limit with this guy. We're going to see a bunch of lists as everybody's putting out the top 100 list and prospects who could be the future number one prospect. Konnor Griffin would be my gamble for that. He's got that sort of makeup and those tools. And I think because he didn't play such high level competition, he is being dinged a little bit.
It is. I love that you said he could be an X receiver in the SEC because you got to think this was a guy that's committed to LSU. He might have been hanging out with some of those receivers for the Tigers, but yeah, looking at long-term upside and things like could he be the number one prospect in baseball eventually? Who am I to say no? Every tool you could want, it's like he's got it. He's flashed it. What he does against advanced competition is kind of where we're at now. We saw him in the complex. Let's get him to A-ball. I'm ready to see it, Reese. It's going to be fun.